Good day, guys. Can you hear me? All right, great. Well, DWT, I took a loss yesterday. It's really frustrating. Things closed at highs and now they have a big gap downs. And the same thing with overall markets. You know, they closed on lows. The SPYs closed on lows, and I was super afraid we were gonna have a big gap down. And yeah, now we're gapping up. So TVIX, I only held 2,000 shares overnight. Yeah, super. I had like 17,000 shares, and yeah, not much to say. I shorted some here pre-market, but it looks like I will probably get stopped out. I'm doing like third size compared to yesterday, half or third. Hopefully we can fade back a little in the markets, but yeah, right now we're in the middle. Like the SPYs could easily go down 10 points, we can go up 10 points. Both are as likely to happen. Really no edge here. And oil is gapping up, destroying these XOP, and unfortunately not an ideal scenario. Well, let's get started in 5 minutes. I'm gonna take. All right, TQQ. Yeah, TQQ in hindsight would have been a nice buy yesterday, but a little bit of a gamble unless you do it for a longer term. It's gapping up nice. Yeah, a little bit frustrating. We would have had a 5-star setup on a lot of these things if we had gapped down. But it is what it is. That's why I almost didn't believe when APT and Codex had these big gap ups, or especially APT on the days they peaked. I was so afraid they were gonna gap down, but instead they had gap ups. So that's yeah, BRCU. I mean, you know, look, at this point, I don't see any edge in any of these. Like, I mean, BRCU could be as good as TQQ. I don't really, except BRCU maybe a bit more volatile. Like, at this point, I think Brazil is as likely to go up or down 10% as like the S&P 500. So it doesn't really matter which one you do. I would prefer like the indices because the US is in a much stronger position than Brazil. Brazil is toast. Like Brazil hasn't been going anywhere for 10 years, 15 years. US is still, I think the US will go up more 6 months a year. Yeah, stick with the US, stick with. Brazil has too many problems, in my opinion. Oh, INO. Oh shit, I didn't have any. Codex, I do have covers in Codex. I'm probably gonna get rid of all my Codex today. I still have 30k shares from Friday. I'm gonna lower my stops, put in some covers, and it was the low yesterday. Had 2 new coronavirus PRs, or at least one new stock. This AYT is virus play. This NVAX is an old. I really don't have anything I'm watching closely out of the gate. There's like 100 oil names gapping up 10% or more, and I think there's a good chance they will fade intraday. And this TVIX could very easily go back to 220s, 230s today if the market fades the gap. But again, it could move 3-4% in any from the open. Kind of weird because after the past 2.5 weeks, we've had super amounts of action, and this is the first day I'm really not excited about any. Kind of weird feeling. How do you find? I use Interactive Broker, their TWS to find gappers. There are no pre-market scans. You can't scan for, or maybe you can. I don't even know. I don't think you can scan for gappers. Gap. Wait. No, this is after though. Yeah, no, you can't do a pre-market scan in TC. Yeah, no, that's right, you can't. Which is kind of annoying. Build a function. They have the pre-market data. Why can't they, add a scan to it? Yeah, no, I know. Which is weird. They should add that functionality. It can't be that hard. They have the data. Maybe I email about it. It would be great if they could add it. That would be pretty damn good. All right, let's see. Market Cam has some data. Market Cam, what's that? Oh, never heard about them. Are they any good? Market Cam. Oh wait, this a software I have to. There it is. Oh, okay. Wait, is this intra? Wait, AYTU. 11 million? Oh, okay, that's the pre-market. Oh, okay, this is pretty good. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this page. It's always good to have backups for everything. This is gonna be a backup. Yeah, thanks for the link. I'm gonna save it. I just saved it in my favorites. It's always good to have backups. Okay, markets are now. Let's see what we have here. Again, the markets could go any way today. I don't really see an edge. We gapped up above yesterday's highs, and yeah, S&P could go down to 275. It could go up to 295. It's impossible to. Right now we are fading slightly. TVIX does still have a lot of downside if fear starts coming out of the market. I still think it goes back to like sub 100, but how much higher will it go first? Obviously, well, this AYTU is up 300% and halted. EDD is trying to come out of its range. GS6 is super. TVIX, I got stopped out of my starter entry. Not much going on, except a lot of stocks fading their gaps. And virus look like they want to go down further. Most of them. AIM, too bad it couldn't gap up. Too bad. Oh, Codex, finally starting to crack hard times. Put in more bids here. Of course. No, it's not. No, it is. It is halted. Okay, great. My goal is to cover everything today. And now it's sub 8. It's below the rising 20-day. I think next target is $5 for this. OPK. IBIO looks. I'm thinking opening range lows maybe choose on the downside. This thing has room back to $1. VXRT is breaking. VIR looks like it wants to break down. They look like shit, every single one of them. That have bounced, but no Corona names have bounced today. They're all down. There are no setups in this right now. Easy money is over for now in this. TVIX, this is great action. I would have preferred a gap up, but if we can go back to mid, nice. NVAX, what's with NVAX? Just in the middle of a range. It's in the middle of a range. The only one I'm looking short at these levels is IBIO, because it looks clean. It looks like it's about to break down below this formation, and it has a lot of downside. This could go back to sub 1. NVAX short if late week. I mean, not my favorite one. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, IBIO. Trying to get some borrows on IBIO. Only got 11. Okay, it's only got like 11,500. Okay, IBIO is in, unless I manage to get some more borrows later. And AYTU, just like that, it's about to, after the halt. INO, some more covers in there. Still have a bunch of shares from yesterday. What's the lows? Yes, man, it's kind of hard. The past 2.5 weeks, the first like 30 to 60 minutes after the open have been insane. And now I'm just covering some Codex and INO and there's else to do. I'll lower my stop. This INO. Yesterday's highs will be. No, today's highs will be. IBIO is near the lows of the day. I'm gonna try to get shares one more. This time I only 16.5. Trying to borrow 100,000 shares. There's not enough available. INO, I have covers all the way down to like $7. Then I will run out of shares. Very nice trade. This INO has been incredible for. I made about 500k on the long side and about 400k on the short side in this thing. The past what is it? 5 sessions? Incredible. Yeah, 2 longs on it, and then yesterday I had a nice short. Unfortunately, I should have done more stuff, but my focus was like 70% TVIX and 20% INO and 10% other stuff. It should have been a 70% INO. I should have, maybe not twice this size, but I should have done 50%. Incredible. Is it halted now? Yep, looks like it. Man, there's been so many halts. I've never seen this many halts in my life as I've seen the past, like. Codex still halted. Codex is playing out just like SPC. It's in the choppy range for about a week, a little bit more than a week, and then it broke down. And once it broke down, it went down 40% in like 2 sessions. And Codex so far, this was a bit different, but it's so far down 30 from this range break to the downside. But obviously I shorted it much higher, so very similar charts. INO was easy. That INO wasn't a nice hold. It's been straight down. Codex was the hard one. I've been shorting Codex for like on and off. Very choppy. I had big profits, then I gave back big profits, and I nailed it again. I had nice profits, I gave back nice profits, and now finally I nailed it. Now this thing is gonna go sub 6, maybe even sub 5. Markets. Oh, AYTU actually didn't take out the opening. Bounced perfect. How long do you trade? You mean how long have I? Since 2011. I know, is it still halted? Second halt for today. No, is it the third halt? Wow, I know, third halt for today. Codex is on. I put some more bids in. Okay, now I have all bids in for everything I still have left. 595 is gonna be my lowest. mRNA, yeah, nice. What's IBIO doing? IBIO took out the lows of the day. I don't want to look at it. It's probably gonna go to like low ones. Didn't be surprised. I'm gonna yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the stream early today. There's really not much going on here. Not a lot of here at all. Yes, I have it since yesterday. What about the energy? In the middle of nowhere. I don't see an edge here. I think we need a few more days to build some ranges. I think there's a fairly good chance yesterday was a bottom in there, and you could obviously play it with the yesterday's lows, but I need to see more ranges in there. Anything for a dead cat bounce? Yeah, potentially some energy ETFs like XUP or not UCO but USO, something like that. This Gush blew up, right? I think it blew up yesterday. Yep. I think it's up 2% on the day. It's up 19%. Yeah. This Gush ETF it's done. What about ERX? ERX is done. Wait, what? Oh man, what is this? I missed the big flush in INO. I still have a few shares. I missed that big flush. I had covers down to 785. Okay, that's fine. Lower my stop. Really, INO is down. Was down 38% from the highs of the day. These things are so volatile. So INO went down 38% in 15 minutes. 15 minutes of trading. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And that's after already being down like 50. Insane range. Okay, AYTU finally cracked. No, scalping is a waste of time. I'm mostly swinging. I'm gonna do last scan and then I don't see a lot of things going on. I will be trading TVIX throughout the day if I see any good setups. That's the only one probably. Right now we need, things are bad in the energy sector when the triple ETFs are up less on the day than the non-leveraged ETF XUP. That's not great. Tesla short? Not here, it's just in the middle of a range. Maybe if it bounces back to like mid 700s or something. But right now it's in no man's land. Or maybe below this 605, 606 area. But that's probably a few days away. Because there's an air pocket between 605 and like 500. And if it takes out that 500, this thing like 400. So I think there's still a lot of downside in Tesla, but not yet. I think it needs a few more days to potentially set up. But this thing could easily fade another 150, 200 points from these levels. Especially if the markets remain. There's a lot of optimism in Tesla stock, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna start stalking it, but I don't think I will touch it today. I covered all of my shares pre-market yesterday, and I think some near the open. But yeah, pretty much I covered everything. No, I don't have AYTU. It's impossible to. It gets halted all the time. How do you? This is the 4th halt for today. Okay, thanks for joining, guys. Remember, after 2.5 weeks of insanity and like literally 3 to 5 really good opportunities every day, this is now is the time to wait. Things to settle. Need to wait for things to play out. Every day is not created. All right, thanks guys. I hope you have a great trading day. Don't do anything out of boredom, and I'll see you tomorrow.